Okay, cool. Whatever. Waiting for some intrepid heroes to get in here. You know how it is. A few minutes late. We gonna work it out. Something. Got a big roll on my chest, girl. Oh, we're just doing some last minute mean twins. Got a big roll on my girl. I'm a Christian. That song is so funny. He's like, he says he has a car note on his wrist. That's wild. Y'all don't think that's crazy? He said he got a mortgage on his neck. Like, y'all don't think that's... I don't think that... Considering, like, average mortgages are wild, you have to have really good credit and be lucky and maybe even be, like, white to get, like, the kind of mortgage you should have. Your mortgage payment should be, like, rent payment. It should be the 1,000 something to like 2,300 per month payment. And if you're in like a 50K household, if you're in a dual income and each income is like 50K a year, it's supposed to be doable. They tell you. Anywho, I'm waiting for some intrepid heroes to get up in here. Yes sir. It was quite a week. Mondays was canceled because of these outages, these power outages. There would be anywhere between 1 power outage and 3 power outages a day, or like anywhere between the mid-afternoon and the early evening, and this went on for like 3 days straight. Power outages could be 10 minutes, they could be 2 hours. It was nice taking Monday off and just chilling, but like I don't know, they're off the vibe. protecting your feet. I'm going to photosynthesize. You would walk up in here and be like, I'm a breatharian now. No, you aren't. Not a counter gaslight, just as you gaslight me. Don't be silly. Nah, you gotta hit it with the, I've never heard of that. They love that. Alright, we're back. Business that had to be handled. I'm getting with you guys. We should just start now. Alrighty then. Welcome to the Fighting Fridays pre-stream for the evening of August 15th, 2025. I feel like August just started, you know? I'm the mysterious magnanimous founder, the man of many names. He who leads or conceptualized this channel, RK Productions, currently living as the brand's mighty morphin mascot, PMC. So, yeah. Comments the weiter. Keenza. Good evening, everybody. I am joined by the indelible, indispensable, lovely assistant. She typically has like her some manner of headphones on. He does not want to be party to anything that's going down. And I like drag her on screen anyway, so let's give her a round of applause. I'm gonna just have a prompt. I'm gonna have a blueprint that's gonna play an animation of me just yanking her onto the stream. I think that's cool. It's funny because every time she comes on, everybody be like, "Hi, we love you, we love you, we love you." And you're like, "Oh no." It's very cute. She deserves it. Yes sir. We're back. Yeah, this week we ain't getting nothing done. I did get my Metricool account back. Good news, Metricool is back. I didn't know that the way to get it back was essentially to remake it. I had to recreate my account. I had to recreate my account, recreate the account on mobile. So my old account has been like retconned from existence. It doesn't exist anymore now. And I'm like, that's weird. I unlinked from Meta because you cut yourself off from Meta. It's very important since Meta infiltrates your internet connections and your web browsers. So if you have any kind of Meta account, essentially unlink your Meta accounts from the analytics they use, from that analytic internet tracking software, and you'll be okay, more or less. But it's a very long and involved process. I did that, and then the first thing I did once I was free from their clutches was essentially relink my Meta, or rather relink my Metricool account to my Meta Systems account. That is that's the nucleus of your various Facebook accounts, your WhatsApp accounts, your Oculus VR accounts. I don't even think that's a thing. I'm pretty sure that's just, at that point, it's just Meta. But just about everything they have, just about every service managed by Meta Systems, when you make an account, you kind of like make sort of a nucleus account. So I undid that. I relinked it, and about 2 weeks later, I was booted out of Metricool, and there was no way to log in. I couldn't log in via my Facebook, via my Meta Systems account, via my Facebook, and I could not log in with the independent password I was told to put on the account once I unlinked it from my once I unlinked it from my Meta. So by recreating this account, essentially recreating an instance of this account, the old account doesn't really exist anymore. What you gonna do about that? That's that. Get the Metricool back. The Metricool, I literally just use it for organizing whenever I'm doing a schedule post or a clone post on Facebook and not on Facebook, on YouTube and TikTok. Fedica charges for TikTok. Fedica charges for TikTok. Metricool charges for Twitter. You gotta use both. If you're not using a specialized app that was just made by one guy, and it does everything, and you can find many of those across GitHub, then you're going to be using Fedica or Metricool. I use both. So, and that's going to be good for me it's going to work for me because it's going to allow me to post shorts. Shorts that are like, my TikToks are longer than my shorts. My shorts are strictly like a minute long, and then I have TikToks that go on forever. Rightfully so, I have TikToks that go on forever. That's cool. Yeah. So other than that, this week I kind of just chilled. You know, we're trying to relax. We're rounding out the summer vacation. Once the fall comes, I'm going to be trying to finish up these games, and we're going to be deciding whether or not we're doing Arkham City and or Yakuza. We could just wait till next fall. You want to start those around August, if not early September, because you want to be done with Arkham City. And we're not going to be done with Arkham City unless we play it 3 times a week. Unless I upload it twice a week and we play it 3 times a week, there's no way we're going to be done with Arkham City. It is a 30-hour game. It's a roughly 15 to 30-hour game. There are some things you could do to make things go a little quicker, but it's something that realistically, if you want to be able to take your time, you still have to either have long episodes with hardly any filler, but you have to start in the middle of August, if not late July, to get to be done. You know? Luck, because it's kind of a Halloween game, but not really. So I suppose in the same way, it's like, well, Origins is a Christmas game. Asylum is kind of like a Halloween game. It's like, it doesn't really have a specific time frame. It feels like it goes on in the late summer, early fall. It's kind of a Halloween game. City's a Halloween game. Night's a Halloween game. I feel, and I don't know when Shadows goes down, but this new Arkham that they're teasing, that they're being forced to make to kind of as like penance for Arkham Knights and Suicide Squad, which was supposed to be the 1-2 punch of new Batman content to keep the idea of Arkham alive without actually being Arkham games, even though Suicide Squad is in the Arkham universe, the Arkhamverse. They both bombed, and there were some simple things that just could have been done conceptually as early as possible to make them not bad. And it's like no one cared, and I'm like, okay, that's cool. Well, it's a good thing. They were giving away. They gave away Suicide Squad. That's funny. So when I eventually play it, play for clout and play for the story, I'm not gonna care. I'm truly not. So that's cool, because it's about to be delisted. If it hasn't already been delisted, it's about to be delisted. So if you got it, get it. Once it's delisted, you are free to pirate it. Why? Because there's no legal way to buy it. But also, they were giving it away for free. They went from charging like almost nothing for it to literally trying to find opportunities to give it away for free. And I find that hilarious. Yeah, but this new Arkham game that they're currently cooking, we don't know anything about it. I hope that it's doing the Damian Wayne Batman Beyond thing that they were thinking about doing. I think that would be dope. It's probably not. Yeah. I hope so. yeah. I don't like there's a bevy of games. There's at least 3 games I want to do, and I'm like, ooh, we gotta finish Pokemon as soon as possible. I'd be able to do that if I was grinding properly and then making proper story progress every episode. There's a problem with this game in which they don't want to save. You have to constantly back up your saves with save states of your saves, because if you don't, you will lose tons of progress, and sometimes you might even lose a save state. It's happened to me. So, it's happened. This happened. It's a really messed up position to be in as well. But yeah, there's at least 3 games I want to do in Arkham City, and Yakuza Kiwami. Just normal Kiwami, not Director's Cut. I don't have it. I'm pretty sure it's still Switch 2 exclusive, and by the time it gets to PC, I'm straight up going to have to yo-ho it. But I do have access to normal Kiwami. It's weird saying normal Kiwami, vanilla Kiwami. Kiwami means extreme, it can't be vanilla. Anyway, let's head up to the weekly schedule. We don't hear what the weekly schedule. I'm talking about here, there. Let me see. Can I? Because I don't have my physical deck up. Every time I take it out, I don't have my physical deck up, and I don't have my virtual deck up. I'm trying to, and I'm just gonna real quick set up. I typically don't have to set up my virtual deck. Cool. Okay, we're just gonna move some things around. She's not very freaky good. Get it from Hanamama. First you get her name, and then you get her number. Good size. 4. Aw, what? Oh, there we go. We're back. She's a very freaky girl. Get that weekly schedule going. Don't mind me, we're just changing it. I like changing it live. You guys never got back to me as to whether you guys enjoy changing it live. More Pokemon Red and more Captain Blood. We did not do that this week. What we did do, we were on the Tuesday Jerk stream. We're almost done with the Imperfects. We're almost done with Marvel Nemesis. I'm going to take a 1 to 2 month hiatus. Now, during that time, if by chance Josh wants to literally get every jerk he can, every jerk and jerk affiliate he can on the stream, Miss Rabbit perhaps, Pigeon perhaps, Logan perhaps, Max, Mazza, maybe even Bland, if he wants to do a big thing, I'll show up. If they want to play Rivals, because it seems like mods aren't crashing Rivals anymore, I'll show up. Well, the only mod that was actively crashing things was my Astonishing Wolverine. I got another classic Wolverine thing to replace Astonishing. I just really like how good, because it's like I think it's a rip from Marvel Heroes to just fit the shape of Logan in Rivals, but it looks really good. It looks just a little, like, it looks like somewhere between actual comic Wolverine and Rivals Wolverine, wearing the astonishing suit, which is like his best modern costume. But then I got, I think, a rip from OG Marvel Heroes, not Marvel Heroes Omega, or some other game. There was just a random mod saying, this is MCU Wolverine, and it's not. Because MCU Wolverine is Wolverine and Deadpool Wolverine. That's a costume. So that's cool. I have a new Wolverine outfit. Also, and the lovely assistant can attest to this because she was watching me play a match or two. Rivals is really slow. You've seen that, right? It was far slower and laggier than it would or should be. And that's just the way the game was running. It was bad. It made me want to like check my drivers, and I'm like, I check my drivers, and I do an antivirus diagnostic every day before I shut down the computer for the night. Sometimes that I'm shutting down the computer for the night at like 8 or 9, but usually it's usually like a half an hour, anywhere between 10 minutes and a half an hour before bed, and I'm up late, both shit posting and or doing other things. So bed, so that's like 2 something, 1 o'clock, 1:30, 2 something. I'm shutting down, but you know I run these things, you know. So I'm like, huh? It was really bad. So what we are doing, we are playing Capcom Fighting Jam and Fighting Vipers tonight. We are playing Capcom Fighting Jam on PC, on PS2, PCXX, PCSX2. We have Fighting Vipers, OG Fighting Vipers, on the PS2 as well, via Sega Ages. But we're gonna play it on the Sega Saturn, on the BizHawk Sega Saturn emulator, because it runs all the texture problems on the PS2 and anywhere else are fixed on BizHawk. So as much as I like Pimp Bond, we're gonna go with OG Bond. But it will run maybe 5. It will generally run 5 frames slower than it's supposed to be. So if no one has any problems with that, we'll get into it immediately. In fact, my break isn't even going to actually be that long. It's going to be long enough for me to set everything up and then make a post telling everybody to get in the stream, and that is about it. As you know, I'm using my pretty privilege because I pay Elmo for a blue check. I don't pay for a blue check. I pay for the edit button. I'm gonna be honest. I paid to surpass the rate limit, the retweet and the tweet rate limit. I forgot it was a thing. To me, that's worth $840, $850 a month. Just being able to tweet as much as I want. Not really that should be free, but the edit button and unlimited quote unquote unlimited characters. There's a lot of cool stuff on Twitter, on Twitter Blue, that merited the subscription, and then they paywall that stuff behind the second and third layer of subscription a week before the big please buy this so I can continue to run the site sale. So that's kind of bullshit. The built-in boosting, the implicit, because they never say this is a feature, but this is basically implicit a feature. The not being deboosted for talking about sensitive topics, such as criticizing the unholy trinity, or posting too many images, or posting links, or trying to do embeds, trying to do proper link embeds to video sites. Those things. Oh, by the way, we need 100 followers on Facebook so that we can stream to Facebook. So help me out there. Please help me out. Help me get there. Because there's only so much I can do with an ad campaign. I can post an ad campaign and they can guarantee for like, but I'm not trying to pay them $50. I'm not trying to boost illegally nor legally. Because these ad campaigns are just legal boosting at this point. That's what I don't like. They treat it as the ethical alternative, but at some point they are doing some of the same things. They are doing the more legit things by just like putting your content in front of people. But I have the seeking suspicion that they're also just botting. So that's fun. That's fun. We will be back in roughly 25 minutes with gameplay. That's Capcom Fighting Jam and Fighting Vipers. I want to get the Fighting Vipers, but I promised a two game spread. We're gonna do we're gonna do a 2-game spread. So stay tuned. It's gonna be dope. This is your reminder to keep it locked right here. Keep it locked right here on Rider Kid Productions, as well as watch for the signal. I'll be back in a few minutes with gameplay. Capcom Fighting Jam, Fighting Vipers. Stay tuned. You're gonna love it. Peace. Where is my... Oh, wow. Cool.